see how you do in the ring. Nice work, kid. Keep working the body. Keep those elbows in. Watch the hook. Pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, that's it. Come on now. Keep going. I want to see you punch harder, faster. Stay away from those. Harder, harder. Nice work, nice work. Stick and move. Move it, move it. Come on, pick it up. That's it. That's it. Finish him off. Put him away. You want to win that ring? Work hard. That's it. Don't let him get to you, kid. Get a good snap in those shoulders. Go, go! You want to win in that ring? Work harder. That's it. Jump on it. Nice. There you go. Good stuff.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much little get-to-know you here in the opening round scheduled for 10. Roberto Duran landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Took a shot. Now he gives a left.
Use your feet.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Good work defensively by Roberto Duran. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed it beautifully.
Guerrero's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Duran's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Scored well up top. I think you can just sense right away that strategy is going to be key here. This isn't going to be some wild type draw. This is going to be a very technical, strategic type fight.
Absolutely, Joe. Each guy waiting for the other one to make the first mistake.
There he is zoning in, the old 1-2. That hook was well off the mark.
Keep pushing.
Good defensive skill. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical attributes like tallness and height, reach advantage. You start to think that only one way is the way to go. You got to force yourself to work your way in. I remind myself and I remind my fighter that you can step out and make the taller man give up his height. Walk him into traps.
Tremendous pace being set early on here between these two. Can't see this fight going the distance with this pace.
No, not unless something changes, like moving it.
That uppercut, absolutely. And yet another big shot comes in. That shot crashes in, and now he crashes to the canvas.
You get lazy with your jab, you get sent to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Roberto Duran showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. And we come to the end of round number 1. Guerrero's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Parries the punch, comes back with the hook. Roberto Duran's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Duran with a huge left hand. Guerrero's able to avoid that punch. Roberto Duran's work on the inside is very impressive, especially with the hook. You know, some guys are just made for this kind of fighting, aren't they, Ted?
Yeah, they are. First of all, he throws short punches, and on the inside, that's what you want to do. You don't want to leave an opening where your opponent can counter back. You want to keep everything tight. He throws a beautiful textbook tight left hook.
Back up top he goes.
Come on, come on.
He engages in the clinch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Duran's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Side to side.
Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Roberto Duran. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Accurate with the straight left. Robert Guerrero's got to be really careful here, Teddy. That eye has gotten to a point where this fight could be stopped at any time.
Well, the key is that it's above the eyes, so of course it's impairing the vision. The blood, when it trickles down, he can't see. And that's what the referee's going to be looking for.
That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Roberto Duran. And that's the end of round 2. Roberto Duran's work rate in that last round served him well.
All right, I need you to keep moving.
All the eyes are on him to start this round. Guerrero's legs look just a little shaky, but keep in mind, he barely survived that last round.
No, but keep one other thing in mind. I agree with you, Joe, but he's been here before. He's very experienced. If anyone knows how to get out of this, He does.
Duran scoring very well with the uppercut. What could his opponent be doing to defend against it better?
Well, if he sees that hand drop a little bit, instead of the shoulder tipping, if you drop that hand to throw the uppercut, there could be an opening. And he should look for that with the hook. Counter right back. That hand drops, bang. Beat him to the mark with the hook.
Oh, and a big right hand. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. Roberto Duran's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. Roberto Duran's able to come up with a knockout victory, and he does it that early in the fight?
And does it with one shot that he never saw.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights. Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Come on, cover up!
Tonight we have a guy who has a very powerful uppercut. Is there one characteristic that most guys who are able to throw that uppercut well have?
Well, they snap their shoulder up. They explode that shoulder towards the...
Wow! He got demolished like that was a wrecking ball. One punch power ends the evening. You gotta love that. Roberto Duran, the man. One single punch, one solid knockout. That's all it took.
And I love the way he did it. He tricked him into it. He made him walk in a little bit and then bang.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Pernell Whitaker. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Well, I've heard you say through the years, Teddy, that a counterpuncher has to be very careful against an infighter, of not getting smothered, of not having these abilities and opportunities to counterpunch. What does he do if a guy does get to the inside against him?
Well, he's got a couple of choices. First of all, he can take a little bit of step back and create room again. You know, it's not the end. I mean, you know, it's not like you're up against a cliff, you're going to fall over. Take a little bit of step back, create a little room, and then you can counter again.
Good return fire that time. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Roberto Duran. Nice block by Pernell Whitaker. Not able to land the headshot. Halfway through this round here.
Keep moving. You got
Accurate jab brings the right hand.
In and out. In and out.
Pernell Whitaker's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get two counter punches. Nobody wants to lead.
Keep it up.
Missed the target with that hook. Nice block by Roberto Duran.
Go get it.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Good right hand.
Uppercut.
Whitaker blocks that punch. He comes with the straight right hand. Hooks to the head. Good smooth work by Roberto Duran. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
He just missed that shot up top. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Roberto Duran picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands, that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Comes across with a hook up top. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Adelante, forward.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Jump on him. Jump on him.
Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Whitaker's proving to be elusive. Halfway through round number 2. Up top with the right hand. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Blocks that belt line well. Targeting that head with the combination punching.
Forward.
Keep that head moving, baby. Come on, champ.
Last 10 seconds. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Roberto Duran's left landing well. And we come to the end of round number 2. Whitaker's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Roberto Duran's got speed and plenty of it. Teddy, still, I'd like to see him just bite down and fight a little more.
Yeah, you'd like to see him sit down a little bit, bend his legs a little bit, and make those punches a little more effective. Not just great where they look good.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roberto Duran.
Just like that. Just like
Duran's feeling the sting of that big uppercut. Whitaker's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Roberto Duran's well off the mark that time. Solid left hand to the head. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter. How about that left right there? Roberto Duran's rocked, and his defense is porous right now. He could go down at any moment.
But the problem is he's got the habit of blocking punches, and when a guy's putting them together, you can't block them all. Some are getting through.
For the well-being of their fighter, his corner may need to stop this fight.
Yeah, the well-being of now and tomorrow, because this is the kind of beating that's going to impact him tomorrow, take his confidence away. Maybe never be the same fighter if they don't stop it at the right time.
Punches and bunches, combination up top. Roberto Duran's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcase there, his hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
Whitaker's in a position where he can't be smothered, so he just gives a little push right there and makes some space. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. How about a return to sender with the left hand? And now you see him scoring well with the right. And banging away he goes. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Relax. Got to relax.
Well, let's look at Teddy's scorecard through 3 rounds. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand.
Keep your hands up.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Whitaker's doing a smart thing right there. You got to create a little space to be able to do what you want offensively on the inside.
Use the jab.
Roberto Duran's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Able to get him up against the ropes.
Keep moving.
Whitaker's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Took a shot. Now Pernell Whitaker's hit by a right hand. He is stunned there, and now he ties up.
He ties up, and he was allowed to tie up, and that's what he's going to be sorry for, the other guy, that he allowed himself to get grabbed.
Big shot comes crashing home. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff! He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Roberto Duran's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Duran's banged by an uppercut. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Roberto Duran. Duran's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
Oh, that's solid. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? Whitaker's back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Pernell Whitaker's in that position that nobody likes to be in. Seeing your own blood and knowing you've been cut. Look at his mouth. Committing upstairs now. He goes there again. Look at that. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
It's over. The fight is over. Pernell Whitaker's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Duran's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easier to sell now to television.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Always enjoy you tuning in. We'll see you next time at the fights. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for our main event of the evening.
Keep busy out there.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Come on.
Roberto Duran's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. Missed the body shot.
Don't stay in one spot.
So the early action here in this fight should reveal an edge. Roberto Duran's got speed. He can move.
Well, they say speed kills. He better just be careful he doesn't have an accident. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Roberto Duran. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Roberto Duran. Duran's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Left hook to the body. Right hand. Nicely done. Little head knocking with that right hand. Solid. Oh, and he goes down. First knockdown tonight.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Haz is now getting back up off the canvas. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Roberto Duran. A nice block by Vinny Paz. Duran's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He is damaged badly there. There it is! And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? It's over. This fight is over. Duran's devastating attack wins the day quickly. A first-round knockout. I never saw that coming. An early knockout victory. That's a stunner, Teddy.
So as I look at it, maybe not as surprising as everybody else is because he came out very dry, no sweat on him at all, and he got caught cold.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New Orleans State Palace Theater for tonight's main event. 10 rounds.
Here we go. Box smart.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round 1 underway. A well-placed overhand right. Diego Corrales' blocking ability is doing well for him there. Roberto Duran, so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Parries that punch intended for the head. He missed with that headshot.
Get in there, let's go.
During your training career, is this the type of matchup that you liked when you had a power puncher facing another power puncher?
No, I hated it. I never wanted to fight a big banger. I wanted to be the only guy in that ring that brought that to the party.
Corrales with a big right hand. Corrales is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Nice strike after catching one by Diego Corrales. Oh, what an exchange. Corrales is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Corrales is in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
Unable to score with the hook. Corrales is able to land a nice, clean left hand. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Roberto Duran. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. There's the combo downstairs. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Diego Corrales.
Get inside. Keep your distance. Side to side.
And now he's targeting upstairs. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. what impact with that uppercut by Diego Corrales. Roberto Duran's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
I need you to string your punches together. 3 or 4 punches at a time, okay?
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Roberto Duran. Good defense, just covering up down low. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Roberto Duran. Diego Corrales is big shot. Oh, he goes down hard, and now he's got a real problem ahead of him. Plenty of time for his opponent to jump on him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Diego Corrales is getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Blocks that punch. A stinging uppercut by Diego Corrales. Roberto Duran's combination punching has worked. Oh, and there you go. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Good combination on the 1-2 by Roberto Duran. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Wow! How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The ref is stopping this fight. Roberto Duran's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. Boxing writers are going to have a field day with this early knockout, Teddy. Praising one guy, and tons of criticism is going to be targeted on his opponent.
Yeah, 2 ways you could criticize his opponent. One is that obviously his technique was not right, and that came from training camp. But